Getting 4,000 hours on YouTube has never been easier. Now, we're going to use a couple of hacks to do just that. Now, if you notice here on screen, what I've got is a live playlist going right now. And with this particular app, we're able to do live streams. And as a result, when people come on and watch, guess what? They actually watch your streams and get you hours. Now, I'm going to show you something that I did that, kind of is a little bit of a hack. And I got a feeling that Google is going to catch up with this and go, yeah, we don't want that happening. Somehow, some way, right? In some update upcoming. But here's what I did. If you notice here, it's live. And I had some other ones in here I was testing out on one channel. I had it only going to a brand new channel that I created to then see if this works in a very real way. But I didn't know how to use the actual app. So I had been looking at videos and going on YouTube and just trying to find all these different things. And I just says, wait a minute, we've got AI now that'll tell us basically how to use anything. In this particular case, I've got this AI here. It's called the Merlin app. Now, the good thing about the Merlin app is that it has and encompasses multiple LLMs. If you've heard that term before, you know large language models. So in other words, multiple GPTs. In this case, I was using Sonnet or Claude Sonnet's 3.5 to then give me an explanation of how to use this particular app. And here it is. Here's something even more interesting, is that it will use different ones based on which one you pick, or sometimes I'll put it on automatic and I'll let it decide based on what I'm trying to do which one to use. And that is super duper powerful. I've done some videos on that one. So you see here, I got 3.5 I could use. I'm not sure who's using 3.5. Maybe people that are on the free version. And even then, you can still get 40. GPT-40, Llama. I could use Claude Sonnet, Claude Haiku, Claude Sonnet without 3.5 and all that kind of stuff, right? So you see here, Opus, that's another one. That's a really good one. Gemini, that's good. All of these are pretty good. Here's some ones that a lot of people haven't even heard of, but they work really, really well too, depending on what you're trying to do. In this case, I just literally wanted it to tell me, hey, give me an SOP of how best to use Restream. Now, because I teach this stuff and I wanted to be able to give someone something easy to do when I'm showing them how to do it. As you notice here, I'm looking at it, it's live. It is doing it on 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. And that's a good thing because let's say, for example, on LinkedIn, you've got people that dig your stuff, they'll watch. And because it is a, get this, 5-hour and 29-second playlist. Now someone has an opportunity to see your stuff at scale because you were able to schedule it in one of these apps. That's a cool part, right? Now, look what I did here over in telling me how to do this. This is an SOP that I've been able to get from this Merlin app. I'm going to leave a link in the description field for you to check it out if you want to. So it really gets down and tells me exactly what's happening. Now, this was very useful for me because, again, when you get on YouTube, you got so much information. What happens? You get analysis paralysis. You've got too much information coming in and now you're confused and then you just kind of go in a shell and you don't do anything. Well, maybe that's just me. I don't know. But the point is that now that we have something that'll just break stuff down to you, now we can literally take any piece of information, drop it in here, or in this case, this runs on my browser as a Chrome extension, so it can read what's in front of it. Some things it won't read, whatever it is, but for the most part, you can just literally use this to then do whatever you ask it to do. Now, I've used this in some of the most interesting ways. For example, I had, during tax time, I had a whole bunch of numbers, and I just literally went on there because all these numbers are on a page and all that kind of stuff, and I was looking at all the receipts, and I just says, hey, go in here and find the ones that are 2020 whatever, and then do this, 2023, I think, and just collect them all, put them in order, and add them up. And oh my gosh, it was correct. So now you have an app that'll do stuff that you would normally have to do manually or hire, your tax person to do it for you, whatever it is. So now you save time. And then when you save time, then you save money. And if you save money, you got that money that you can use in other areas. So what I did for this particular case, it then went down and told me every single one that I needed to think about before I used the app. And now I'm able to use it right now. Like I say, I have something going live. It's going to give someone a playlist. If you notice, it's January 5th at 3 p.m. It, boom, kicked on perfectly. And now it is doing its things. The key part here, everybody, is that now we save time using the app, using another application here, or using some AI, and then using the app here to now supercharge whatever it is we're trying to do, right? I know it's supercharge here, whatever. So this is what I want to share with you. And I wanted to also invite you into some of the other stuff I teach. I teach this stuff all the time, not just the AI stuff, that's been lately, but how you can use, whether it's a hi-fi, a lo-fi, or AI, or whatever it is, how you can use different strategies to go out there and monetize your life and to really live a more interesting one if yours isn't already interesting. I know it is, but this is the point, is that we can use these things that come out in such a way that is having an effect on our life. We're living, whether we're doing stuff remotely or whether we want to travel the world, you want to be a passport bro or a girl or whatever it is. Either way, we have that as an opportunity. So now I'm going to jump off here because I'm getting some messages that Restream says Google not responding. So we want to see if I can get off here because I'm probably hogging up a lot of data. But anyway, I just want to show you this. If you're watching this on YouTube or if you're in one of my courses or whatever it is, if you're on YouTube, respond to this. Hit the like button. Indicate how this is making you feel. Are you scared? Is this stuff making you feel like, oh my gosh, my job is gone? I got a couple of videos on how we can lean into these kind of things. And instead of feeling insecure about our job opportunities because of all this AI, I'm showing you how to lean into it and leverage this AI like a absolute boss. You hear me? If we can do that, then we can make our money. And if we can do it at a big enough scale, maybe we can make a lot of money and then we can kind of, retire early, whatever it is. So I'm going to be showing you some of that stuff. In the meantime, like, subscribe, send it out to some other people. You got to see this. That would really help me out. The algorithm is punishing small YouTubers. Why? Well, we're small and they want to put money on the bigs. Well, I want to get big, so help me get big, y'all. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Let's talk then.